Alright, hello, welcome back. We are going to do another walking tour while we discuss our subject today. This is Hitman once again, and we are in Hokkaido, Japan. I don't know if that's an actual place in Japan or not. You'll have to tell me. A lot of the places here are made up. But we're going to stand up, walk around a bit. I'm in one of my favorite clothes, the white yukata. Yeah. So let's first take a look outside. This is just incredibly beautiful. I just, give a nod to the designers of this game. They made some very, very nice, very beautiful. You can see the fireworks going off down in the city down below. And just very beautiful mountainside where we are at. Near a mountain. So, what we're going to talk about today are rules. And I picked this level because this facility we're at, it's a hospital. But it's also a hospital where questionable actions have been taken in what they do. They're not cleared medical procedure. They're very risky, very experimental. And so they go outside the boundaries of the rules and it's for, the rich elite people can come in and have whatever it is done, whether it's unethical, whether it's just hasn't been cleared yet. They can get it done. Now, the reason for rules, we're going to you wouldn't think there'd be much philosophy in rules, but there really is. Now, the reason for rules, there's usually a reason behind a rule. So we'll start with the ones in the medical... Wait. Just have to go here. Do this. That is the best toilet ever. I'm just saying I love that toilet. Just step away, step up. So I can disguise myself as a VIP patient if I want, but I like this white yukata, so I'm going to stick to it. Although on our tour I may have to switch out clothing, I hope not. So, gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this with my lockpicks. There's usually something inside it that could be useful, but anyway, there are usually reasons for rules. So I've got coins, medic rat poison. Lovely. So, yeah, like I said, there are usually reasons for the rules that we have, that we govern our lives, that we do. Although we don't always realize it. Now, speaking of the medical rules that they have in this facility, the medical rules are there essentially to protect people. They go through a very long vetting system, basically because when you've got new medication, when you've got new rules, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how they're going to affect you. So let's see, where am I going? Let's go in the restaurant first. So you don't know how new medication will affect you, and you don't know how this will, an a procedure may affect you. So it goes through a long vetting process to make it safe. Now, one of the things, once again, lovely view. Now, one of the things that is happening nowadays is that a lot of this vetting procedure is, not as rigid due to, let's see, political expediency, shall we say. Ooh. Yep, there's a helicopter you can leave on if you want to leave, but right on the mountainside. It's just such a wonderful place to be. So, for political reasons, certain procedures and certain medications are being put into effect long before we know the full effects and causes, and there can be long-term effects of these things that could last years or even decades that we just don't know that are being put into effect, and that's not a good thing. And like I said, it's not for any really good reason, but political expediency. And I'm thinking of a specific thing that's being done nowadays. I'm not going to mention it, but it's something that is not a life-saving procedure, but it is a politically motivated one. And it's very dangerous the way it's being done now because normal safeguards are not being put into place. So like I said, there's a lot of interesting there are reasons for the rules, and you're probably wondering how this relates to philosophy. Well,
I am afraid I can't
nope.
let you through here looking like that.
I was kind of just walking past you, dude. There's some of these guards, So, I'm gonna go out in the garden. It's a very lovely little garden area here. So, like I said, there's a lot of interesting little philosophies that come out because of the rules. Because, well, the way rules work. So we'll start with...
47, I have intel.
Oh, okay. She has intel, and I can click on it to reveal the intel. So once again, get a little bit ooh, look at the waterfall. That is so lovely. But like I said, there's reasons for... One of the interesting philosophical things about rules is that there is a reason for most rules. But we don't always know or recognize that reason. We don't always understand it. Ooh, scary. I can hang on that and I can crawl around if I wanted to. But maybe later. Ooh, I can get a hammer too. But we don't always understand the rules behind it. So, and there's a lot of laws that are still on the books that either... They're actually quite silly. You should look them up sometime. One city has a rule about not going to the movie theater 4 hours after having eaten garlic. And there's things that were put into place for, you know, probably fairly decent reasons, but we don't always know or understand the reasons behind some of it. Sometimes the reasons are no longer valid and the law should be taken off the books, but there are times when the reasons are still valid, we just don't recognize or know those reasons. And that's when it becomes very, very dangerous. These set operations, or because people will suddenly stop obeying a rule and not realize, wait, there's a reason behind the rule.
That is Yuki
Okay,
Yamazaki.
there's Yuki Yamasaki. I was going to cross the bridge, but there's a target there, darn it. Well, I can't blend in, but ooh, look at this. This is... Which, to me, looks more Chinese than Japanese, but I could be wrong. It could be Japanese. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. But, yeah, when we don't know the reason behind certain rules, we often think, oh, there's no good reason for it, and we disobey it. And as children, we would run across this problem a lot more than we do as adults. We would say, there's no reason for me to go to bed at 6 o'clock. So ridiculous. And then, so we'd stay up, you know, without our parents knowing it, and then we'd be, you know, completely useless and falling asleep in school the next day. And we'd still do it because we don't quite, you know, we didn't always make that connection between us falling asleep in school and us not going to bed at a decent time. So, yeah, there are reasons behind these rules, and then things when we don't recognize those reasons is when things can get a little screwed up, and we can screw ourselves up on these rules. So, yeah, lovely little display in there, an area which I'm not allowed to go to at the moment. So, I'm going to go over to the spa area, show you what it's like over there. Let's see, the spa area is right over here. So, so that's kind of the interesting thing. Human beings like to know why they're doing things. And it's one of those facets that have appeared in many stories where people have been told to do something that makes no sense to them. And they would get angry and upset about that. Until... So this is the lovely yoga area, if we ever want to do yoga in Hitman. I have done yoga in Uncharted, so doing yoga in Hitman works for me, but we're in a hot springs. Look, this is just such a lovely, lovely place. Just, yeah, it'd be a great place to visit if you could afford it. So, yeah. But, yep. Rules. So, yeah, we as human beings we kind of insist on knowing everything about what we do, and when we don't know something, if there's some aspect of the rules we don't know or understand, then we tend to, you know, just disregard it and say, oh, it's not important, I'm sure I'm sure somebody tell me if I'm doing something wrong, or if somebody has told us that, hey, don't do that. We just say, oh, what do they know? Pshaw. So, yep, gonna wander around. Oh, look at that. So there is one place I'd like to get to. I'm gonna try to get there without having to change clothes, but we'll see what happens. Oh, somebody said a naughty word. Darn it. Darn it, Hitman. Okay, let's see if I can get... Oh, climb down here. I'm in a hostile area now. Oh, that guy's right there. Whoa. Slide down past him. Anybody in there? Nope, I can get past there. Okay. Okay, I may have to knock this guy out to get... he's on stairs. So one of the weird things about Hitman is you can't just choke somebody out on stairs. Okay, good. I've subdued him. I'm okay. Okay, anybody through there? Okay. Should be okay to drag him in through here, and there's a little place to dump him. Whew. Okay, I'm scared. And I'm gonna go change my clothes. I'm sorry, I love these clothes, but that's one of those things. To get to this lovely, cool area I want to show you. Once again, ooh, very pretty. Anywho, back to rules.
I don't need a security guard to feel safe. You know, I can deal with my own problems. I'm a big boy.
Yeah, let's get past. So, let's see. Anybody... Those guys aren't going to spot me. I should be okay. Whew, scary. So, head up this way. We're okay there. Okay, that guy is going to spot me, but... Yeah, I can get past him without him seeing me. Whew. So, this is the mountain path, as it's commonly known. But... Yeah, one of the interesting things about rules in society is that when we reject the rules of our society, just, oh, look at this, this is amazing. And we basically live in outlaw places and stuff like that, that the rules that govern our lives suddenly become a lot more strict. For example, outlaw organizations, or many outlaw or criminal organizations, have very strict penalties for even minor infractions like stealing. Certain organizations will actually kill you for stealing from them. Which is, yeah, like I said, an extreme sort of situation, but like I said, the rules that govern you, if you reject the general rules of society, will be far more strict than they would be if, for example, you chose to live within society. It's just one of those really fun ironies that you get every once in a while. Let's see if I can sneak. Where are these guards? Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, that's not... So, yeah, I'm gonna probably have to wait till those guards come back. Okay, they're coming back, so I'm gonna wait these guys out and take you to another spot, because one of those guys could spot me. But yeah, the rules of society are very, actually pretty straightforward and pretty simple to follow. For the most part, don't, steal, don't commit any crimes, don't do any of that stuff, and for the most part, you'll be okay. It's interesting that the people who tend to have problems with police officers are those that generally break the law. If only because they tend to have more police officers around them. So the more police officers are around certain people, civilization and stuff like that, then the more likely it is you're going to have trouble with police officers. But if you follow the rules, you're a lot less likely to have trouble with police officers. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Ha! I've been recorded by a security camera. Which if I was doing a mission, that would be a really big deal, but I'm not, so. Now, let's try to get to where I'm going. Always forget exactly where it's at. That's part of the problem. I think it's... Ah. Okay. Ah, there we go. So let's see. Oh, that guy's going right there. Stay hidden for a minute or two. And, yep. That's what a lot of this game is waiting in very lovely, beautiful areas for people to just move out of your way and not see you. God. Okay. Past there. Oh, okay, he's going. He's gone. Okay. I think this will get me where I'm going. Actually, no, it won't. Oh well, so I can't remember how to get up on the roof, which is... I always forget how to do that, but look how beautiful we are here in Hokkaido. I hope you've enjoyed this discussion on rules and enjoyed visiting this lovely, if illegal, hospital here in Hokkaido. And, yep, I will see you in the next video. And, yep, you have a good night. Bye.